My name is Kayla Watson, and I am going to be doing the video forum for Counseling 515. So to begin, my research proposal is on how young adult fiction novels, and I use the example of the Harry Potter series, have impacted and shaped and changed the millennials' political and spiritual beliefs. So that is the topic, and that is the concept of what I'm doing. The study that I am proposing, the research questions include multiple different questions. I have a few samples of those. So the first sample question is, have you read all of the Harry Potter books, watched all of the movies, or both? This is to determine, which we will get into the sampling a little bit more in a minute. This is to help show how big of a fan this participant is of these movies or the novels. A second example of a research question that we will be using is, how true is a statement on a scale of 1 to 5, with 1 being completely untrue, 5 being completely true, and then 3 being neutral in the middle. And there will be multiple statements. The first statement that they would be rating based off of this scale is, I consider myself to be compassionate and open-minded. So they would rate themselves on that. And then another example of a question they would rate themselves on that scale would be, I consider myself conservative politically. So they would rate themselves on the scale from 1 to 5 based off of how they view themselves on that. And then another sample question, the last sample question of what the research questions would be like is, do you believe that your beliefs have been influenced by anything you have read or watched in the Harry Potter series? The reason for asking that final question is because we want to see how cognitive the participants are in the fact of the novels or the movies potentially changing and influencing what they believe politically and spiritually. So the hypothesis of this study is that there will, in fact, the Harry Potter series does change and shape the millennials' political and spiritual beliefs. And the null hypothesis would be the opposite of that, where there is no statistical evidence to show that the Harry Potter series changes and shapes the millennials' political and spiritual beliefs. The study design I'm going to be using is called a cross-sectional survey study. This is because it's the perfect setting for what we're proposing to do. And we would like to use a study. So this works for that. The participants in recruitment, we sampling using stratified sampling. So it wouldn't be random. It can't be random because the participants have to have read or watched all of the Harry Potter books or movies in order to fit with the design that we're doing. So they have to be millennial aged, preferably around 25 to 35, and then we would obviously have to go through and pick ones that have at least read each book or watched each movie, preferably those who call themselves fans. And so that's how we would get the participants. Instrument that I would use is a survey, and that is because I feel like that is the best way to get the kind of data that we need. This is more than just observational data, and it's more than numerical data. It's based off of what the person believes and how they feel. So a survey is really the best way to do that. And we would have a comfortable setting. I would want it to be more informal, the person to feel more comfortable to give an honest answer, not just what they think that the research would want to hear. So this can be in a laid-back classroom or in a lounge setting in a counselor's office. And the proposed statistical analysis, pull it up really quickly. So the type of statistical analysis that I would be using would be a research design analysis based in grounded theory. The reason for this is because the entire topic is a theory. It's not a numerical thing. It's not anything like that. So this, I feel like, is the best kind of test. It has a mixture of qualitative and quantitative data with the scale ratings from 1 to 5. That's more quantitative. and then the qualitative data of the open answered questions. So this is a perfect one for that. And that's my research proposal. Thank you so much for watching.